Hello, beautiful souls. This is James. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to go into a channeled state to talk about the shift that we're having from 3D consciousness, this idea of separation and polarity, into 5D consciousness, this idea of unity and oneness. I actually tried to do a video just like this, talking, but they say that it's beyond certain words and understandings from the mental body. And so I'm going to tap into a different frequency and see what wants to come through. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. 3D consciousness built the foundation for the human experience. Although just a definition, it is a frequency that has helped humanity as a building block. Thousands and thousands of years of incarnations and experiences rooted into the earth. An opportunity to grow and expand beyond your wildest imagination. For these different survival programs, allowed you to go deep within shadow experiences that had you been aware of your own light, you would not have taken the journey. And so you were held in these lower vibratory states to feel the depths of this density, to have experiences many of you would have feared had you known better. And now what is coming to is the light is now moving through your fields. It is creating cracks in the densities that served your prior experiences. And these cracks are beginning to break, and the light is beginning to widen. And through this, you are seeing through a different lens. You are experiencing life through a different level of living. This is the gift of humanity. This is the gift of the human experience. For make no mistake about it, each level, each experience, each incarnation has been meticulously designed and crafted in order for you to have the most optimal experience and state of expansion and involution. For as you continue to expand, you realize this expansion is within. As you begin to question, as you begin to experience things you don't have words for, this is what would be called fourth dimensional consciousness. It is where you begin to believe, but yet it has not yet been embodied. You begin to ask the questions. You begin to make choices that serve you in a way that is a deep knowing, whether that be the foods you eat, the company you keep, This is the shift. And as you move into unity, there are no longer polarizing beliefs. Good, bad, right, wrong, better than, less than, dissolves. For you see the equality in all things. For you see all things in you. This is the great shift that is occurring, the great awakening. Be thoughtful or mindful of judgments that may come from these more dense experiences. For if you're able to see the grand plan from a higher perspective, you would see the absolute beauty and magnificence of how those experiences led you to this very moment. Tap into these deeper truths beyond the fear, beyond the mind, beyond the doubt. And within there are deeper knowings and wisdoms waiting for you. Gifts, if you will. There is much to celebrate. There is much to embrace and embody. There is no need to doubt your journey. There is no need to compare. For you are all bright, shining stars, each unique in your own makeup, in your own architecture. Do you look at a tree and compare it to another? You may have a preference, but they are all beautiful in their own uniqueness. Do you look at a grain of sand and feel that one is more important than the other? Do you look at a cloud in the sky or a ray of sunlight? You may uniquely see the beauty in each one of these things, or a specific ray, or a specific cloud, or a specific color, grain of sand. And this is the prism by which you see the divine through. And that prism is infinite. That prism shines through each and every one of you, connecting all of the divine into one. Honor your ancestors. Honor the weight that they carried. Honor the wisdom that they brought forth. Honor yourselves. Honor your worth. and knowing that it is now your time to take that baton and carry it in your own unique way, learning from all the wisdom gleaned, and now shining brightly in your own unique expression. For heaven is coming to earth. You do not need to go anywhere. For as you shift into the certain vibratory resonance that is in alignment to this frequency, you will look down and realize you're already there. Continue to shine your light, dear brothers and sisters. Look in the mirrors and see the gifts that each and every one of you are. A prism of light like no other. Honor thyself. This is a time to dance and rejoice. It is only heavy if you perceive it to be. You are on your way, and I will see you at the doorstep. Whoa. Woo. Ah, that was a really beautiful energy. I there is this misunderstanding about rushing away from the third dimension to get to the fifth, and that is not the way it's been shown to me. It is like digging a hole deep into the earth. But before, or I should say, as you're digging that hole, there's density within that hole because there's dirt and you have to clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. But you're still going deep into the earth. And what the fifth dimension is, it is now bringing that light into the earth, but the path has been cleared. You no longer have all those different aspects and programs and densities somehow preventing that light to come through. It is like a solid container, a beacon. And that is what is happening, is that in order for that light to hold strong and firm, it needs depth. It needs to be rooted. It's just like a tree that stands up, a big redwood. It can stand so high because it's rooted so deep. And that is the gift of the third dimension. And that while many of us look at it from its, I don't even want to call it its inverted perspective, but from the old programs of survival and rigidity and whatever else other labels we might give it. This plane here is so powerful because it can hold so much, because we can then pull things down into this earth and manifest in a way like no other beings can. So honor this gift in this dimension. And for a lot of the star beings, and I can tell you for sure myself, I've really resisted this more dense feeling, this more dense experience. It just like, I'm like a kite. I just like to blow around in the ethers. But the more and more I've worked with Mother Earth and gone deeper into the earth, the more I can just feel its magnificence, its beauty, its divinity, and how important it is. And so, yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts if this is something that resonates or if you've heard any of this or what comes through for you. But these different dimensions that we hold them because we're multidimensional beings. And as multidimensional beings, it just depends on the vibratory resonance of the avatar of the experience that we're meant to have for this incarnation. It doesn't mean that somebody is further behind or further ahead. It is completely uh, like making that comparison uh, is like comparing apples and oranges. Is completely irrelevant. It is so specific to our journey because at the core of all of our blueprints is we're all connected to the one or divinity. And so nobody is further ahead. Nobody is behind. Nobody is more evolved or less evolved. It's just about the expression that is happening at a very given moment or a very specific incarnation. That is all. So I hope that provides some clarity and context. And yeah, sending you guys so much love.